Welcome again. I'm Oliver, and now I'm at home in my daughter's room. As I promised you, I try to make a final review about the gloves of Neyman. I mean the 5 fingers. So I had time to try it out a little bit. I had 4 free fights in it. Sparring, I mean. I have no problem with the mobility. Okay, that's not completely true, but I should say mobility is just good enough for me, for my style. But actually it could be better compared to for example, lacrosse gloves, which you might modify to protect you a little bit better than how it protects from the box. It's obviously inferior. It's not that good because really, what would you want, or what would you like to have as a feature from a 5-finger glove? Obviously, you can move your fingers, you can close and open them again, but you can do that motion in any gloves, to be honest. For example, here is a hockey gloves, which we also use for fencing. It's the same motion, the same movement. It's not something that's special. Any gloves can do that. What would be interesting to make your fingers move away from each other. That would be a new level. But sadly, not even these gloves can do that very well. Or, well, maybe just not yet, but I'm daft about it, to be perfectly honest. And I've decided to be really honest in these review videos, because if I'm not 100% honest about my feelings, I don't see a reason to make videos at all. Because I don't care about people, so I don't care how many people watching my videos. I just care that those that do have something that they can use. Honestly, I don't really like to make videos. It's a very pervert thing to do. Also, I'm very camera shy. I don't like this whole thing too much. Probably I'm a masochist. Nevertheless, about the gloves. So, moving fingers from each other is not really happening. You can, the only advantage that you have compared to one finger, for example, that you can close your fingers separately. Well, more or less. But what good is coming from that? Not too much. Also, I realized that first I thought that I made a mistake when I ordered, and maybe I ordered too small of a size, but I think that's not the case. I just realized that this inner glove is not really fitting. It's perfect for these 3 fingers, but for the little finger there is a strange gap. try to show it other way. I'm not sure if you are going to see it. Let's try it with this one. Okay, so I hope you see it. So while there are no particle problems, here you have a very huge gap. It is so far from your skin that this makes the movement of the little finger very hard and uncomfortable. Probably I will cut it here and make it a new this part. Other than that, you might realize, as I did, that pretty much all of Neyman fencing gloves are the same on most of the parts. I mean, the wrist guard is the same with all of them. This part also, and I'm pretty sure that the thumb is also the same. So the only difference, for example, compared to Tactile gloves, which they make also, is the build of the fingers. Now the Tactile gloves have a separation like that. You have a free index finger, and the other three fingers are moving at the same time, same glove or finger. I have to say that I think there is no real difference in terms of mobility between a Tactile and between an Inigo Montoya. The only real difference is the price. So if you were a friend of mine and you would ask me which one to take, I would say buy the Tactile instead of this. Yeah. Now that I told you that, I also would like to give a few advices if you still want to buy this one. For example, I had many different difficulties to fix the gloves by the tape, especially when one of your gloves are already on. To fix that, I sewed the tape in this part, so it's not that likely to move away like that. So it's a little bit easier now to put it on. Also, it helps if you keep it all the time closed when you are not using it, and of course when you are using it as well. Helps a lot. I tried that and it really helps. Well, that was not an intended special effect. It just happened that I ran out of memory space. What I wanted to mention at the first part of the video, that another problem with the not really the mobility, but with the whole feeling of having a 5-finger glove, that you can't really touch things. You can't really have the feeling that your fingertips are in contact with something. And that's because of the plastic nails. The very same nails that are protecting your fingers also prevents you to touch anything. Because if you see, the first thing that gets in contact, and sadly in most cases the last as well, are those plastic fingertips or plastic nails. So because of that, it's very hard to actually feel or grab something like for instance a tape. When you try to close it, it's very hard, and it's mostly because you don't really feel with your fingertips. I don't know how could you solve the problem, but anyway, it's still there. It's still there. What else? Did I wanted to say anything else? I think not. I think I'm just finished with these gloves. If you have any further questions, I'm willing to answer them all. Except the silly questions, obviously. So feel free to ask away. Oh, one more thing. I just noticed, I don't remember if I mentioned it in the first part of the video, probably not, that those plastic stripes which are there for, I don't know, probably not just for decoration, probably they have some actual function. Nevertheless, as you can see, they are prone to damage. They are on the way of hits and get damaged easily, as it seems. Or it can be that I was very unlucky and that's how it got damaged, but I'm not sure about that. I think that is an issue with these gloves. But still, I don't think that these gloves are bad or there is a major problem with that. It just it's the first interpretation of this idea, this kind of product, and there are a lot of space for improvement for the little finger, for that type of mobility and such. So thank you for watching. Next time I will make another review, because I just realized that I have a lot of items, a lot of protecting gears that no one else reviewed before me. The next one going to be a fencing pant from SPES or historical fencing, however would you like to call them. It's their newest fencing pants, going under the name of Hussar. Yes, the Hussar fencing pants. No, I'm not going to spoiler. You will see it next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.